Ako rin hinayon ako.
So, Kadjubra there. Okay, so welcome Father Riboy, Professor Dorsey de Guzman, and research help improve your work. So we have expert Father Riboy and your advisor Professor de Guzman. So do we have to let them present their video presentation, Father, or let's proceed to the Q&A so that we will not waste time?
Let them present first, so that I will go get to
Presentation.
Ang dami na ni Diyos.
Please present Mr. Bukian for
Gawin ka mo. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
sige.
Yes.
For
Ready is now going. Ready is now going.
I give you an allotment of 10 minutes to present your Tatorang highlights.
highlights.
Statement of the problem and then your findings para nila statement of the problem, template for the Q&A. And I to the
Nasa bago naman.
I have there the rubrics, Mother, and
Okay.
now let's you start now.
To our research instructor, Mrs. Elsie Romancho, our research advisor, Ms. Dulce Maria Rosario de Guzman, and to our research expert, Reverend Father Sulpicio Bukoy. Good afternoon to each of you. We are beyond grateful to each of you for taking part of our research. We are looking forward for a great success in this academic requirement. We believe that this would be very successful since we are surrounded with great mentors. Today, we are going to present our research study entitled Values Education and its Application to Guidance and Counseling Program. Before we start, let me introduce the researchers. To start with Ms. Jean-Francie Balanay, Sandy Marquian, April Lindiget, Tristan J. Tubio, and yours truly, Judy Cristal Castellano. Our research study is all about the application of values education to guidance and counseling programs. Values education is a subject offered in secondary high school, specifically for grade 7 to grade 10. And according to PTV, it is an essential element of a whole-person education that aims at fostering learners' positive values and attitude through learning and teaching of various key learning areas, subjects, and provisions of relevant learning experiences. And in the Depth in Order number 8, series of 2015, it is to develop learners' cognitive competencies and skills must be complemented by the formation of their values and attitudes anchored with the DepEd's mission, vision, and core values. And these core values are makatao, makabansa, makakalikasan, and makadiyos. Values education is very important in the learning and teaching process. Guidance and counseling, on the other hand, is a program that assists learners in acquiring the knowledge and skills necessary for healthy development. Both values education and guidance and counseling program are concerned with the learner's development. With that, we, the researchers, think these two concepts are somehow related, so to fill in the gap, we want to know that if the subject has an implication to the guidance and counseling program. This study seeks to know the application of values education and its application to guidance and counseling program. We would like to know the learner's thought on the extent of learning. Statement of the problem. This study is to determine the implication of values education to guidance and counseling program, which sought to answer the following or determine the following. First is the demographic profile of teacher and students, the guidance and counseling programs participated by learners, the extent of application and how values education is taught in terms of the 4 core values, then learners' extent of learning in the most essential learning competencies in values education when they are grouped according to grade level and gender. And also, we sought to know or determine the significant relationship between the extent of learning and the most essential competencies in the learner's age. We also sought to determine if there is a significant relationship between the extent of learning and the most essential competency and the learner's grade level. The significance of the study. This study on implication of
Your face is visual.
Yes.
Yeah, very calm.
Muna to.
Miss Banaay,
Betsy,
Castillo. Miss Castillo's come. Please open.
Yes. Mag-present po otro? Picture po guro ni attendance.
Okay, celebrate Father. With the video presentation, I think there is one technical problem.
so I think we have to proceed to the Q&A because we have
Already 2:15. We have 15
minutes more for the
Guidance and counseling the draft. In this school, these national school have their program of guidance and counseling.
Maan ko kuan. Good afternoon, Father. The Tambisa National High School, which is our respondent, they don't have any guidance counselor, but they have guidance designate who have the background, educational background, who graduated of BS Psychology, and then they also have some programs related to guidance and counseling, Father.
Nag-echo, Judy. Can you check?
Your phone. Your
Echo siya.
microphone.
Oh, that's good. That's better. Sige na.
Continue,
Please
John.
proceed.
Otro, mag-otro ko.
Judy, please proceed.
Yes, ma'am. I'll repeat my answer. So, the Tambisa National High School don't have any guidance counselor, but they have the guidance designate, and also they have some programs or activities related to guidance and counseling, Father.
Okay, because if they have some existing program for guidance and counseling, this is our basis in visiting it and trying to do something to improve it. A program must be set first before you will have guidance and counseling. So,
I-on sa inyo ang audio video
and
sa padungog.
if you know how they approach guidance and counseling in their school,
Kasi din,
this is very important because it affects the behavior behavior of the student in the school. How did he approach their guidance and counseling to the students?
How did they approach?
Anybody from the group? I think Kristen has an answer for the question of Father Bugoy. Mr. Tubio, any
Yes, ma'am.
answer? Did you get the question of Father Bingoy?
Pardon, ma'am.
If somebody commits some behavior, illegal behavior in the school, how did they approach it? Is that in their guidelines or whatever?
Sige ko. Go on yung mic.
Right?
They call it in their offices to talk.
They call it.
They call it a father to talk.
Pardon? Did you get my question?
Yes, brother.
Okay.
They call it to the offices, brother.
to talk.
What's the question, Gan?
How did you approach?
How did you approach?
What I would ask the principal, school principal.
I cannot hear it.
Come again, Mr. Tubio.
Father,
Can you repeat the question for the last time? Sorry for the
Question. How did they approach? Is it in the guidelines? How do you approach?
today.
Wala mi.
Nila ang students, if tawag lang sa office, sila katagad ang council.
O from guidance.
From counseling,
May consular. Sige pa.
the council, yung ang students.
For counseling
Tawagon
students.
ang office, ba ila i-council.
Father,
tawagon nila ang
Father,
Father
Related structure inside that one.
Sa galimon kog mic. Ay,
Handouts or
ako ang may wala.
Ako right
okay, from there, you can revise, you can adjust, do some suggestions.
yes, brother.
Na ba daw sila ipag-revise na some suggestion?
Wala ko dun. Excuse me, Father, can I add to the answer of Miss Tristan J. Tubio?
Sige, go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
If I am right, I will just repeat your question, Father. You were asking what are their approach towards the behavior of the learners. So the Tambisa National High School, Father, as of the moment is conducting the modular learning. So whenever they have, as of the moment, as the time that we were gathering our data, they weren't really actually having this counseling, Father. However, they have this guidance, homeroom guidance. This is a module, Father, wherein all the data, this is a module wherein all the lesson on how these learners are going to behave, how are they going to deal some issues, Father. It is there in the module. And then for the other, Father, whenever there is still some students could go to the school, so for example the TVL, since they need the actual presentation of their performance, whenever the teacher or the guidance designate have first, Father, when they notice a learner, this is according to their guidance designate, Father, when the teacher notice a misbehavior of a learner, they will actually first tell the advisor first, Father, they will tell the learners that it's not good, you should do this, you should not, we need to maybe change this. And then after, Father, if the teacher cannot really cannot affect this learner, then the guidance designate will do her part by calling the learners to the office and do some counseling further. And according to the guidance designate, they are not really actually kaning holding a counseling further nga formal counseling, because she is not a registered guidance counselor, only a guidance designate. So talk by talk, a personal talk ra siya, father. That would be all.
Okay. So from your findings, what can you say? Your conclusions from their process.
Conclusions. Masih pa makranya.
So our questionnaire, father, our
Your
question,
question is about the. I do not have the question. Where are your questionnaires?
at the end part, father, on the end, the last part, father, we have 4 different sets of questionnaire, father.
This page 71.
I think it is in the appendix, Father. Is it in the appendix, Judy?
Yes, ma'am.
The
On the
questionnaire?
appendix. Yes, on the last part, father.
Page 71, is this the one? This one.
Page 58, Father.
Is this page 92
Wala man tagabutang
is another one? Questionnaire for the students.
Yes, father. We have different sets for the teacher and students.
You have different questionnaires. So what findings that you have from the difference? What are the findings?
So from the data that we have gathered, we come up with a conclusion, father, with the findings that for the teacher,
What's the
father.
conclusion?
Yeah, we have come up with a conclusion, father, that there is a significant relationship between the grade level of the learners and the extent of learnings of the learners, father. So for us to determine
What's the significant difference?
sa significant difference sa iyong gipangutana, ang kalahian sa
Jude.
What is the significance of the study?
the
Is it
significant
included in your study, Judy? Getting the significant difference of their maybe perceptions, or it is out of your
The
study?
study bears.
Perception is very difficult in the study.
asa nang hypothesis ba yun?
Depends on the person. What's the significant difference that you said?
Asa ang na-answer anak sa inyong findings? Kaning asa ang ipat ang na-answer?
I have not read everything.
Father,
I just asked you.
the significant
Yes.
difference is not included since we
Between
come
the
up
two?
of yes, father.
What's the difference between these two, from teachers and students?
The difference
Or
between,
learners and teachers?
you were asking for the difference between the two questionnaires, father.
Yeah.
For the
In your findings.
for the questionnaire of teachers, father, we come up that in the designation of teacher related to values education, there are more teacher who are not related to the subject but teaching on the subject, on ESP subject. And then however, there is no effect with that, because for at the end, in the ends of learners, father, still there is a high level of extent, father, when we ask for the extent of learnings through the learning competency of DepEd, father.
Sakto. Ay, bang yama-yama na po dire.
bag mo para nang may kuan.
Implication to guidance and counseling program.
Ano to?
What are the implications?
What are the implications?
What are the implications? So,
Anybody from the group aside from Miss Castillon who can answer the question of Father Bugoy?
sige, sige.
Any implications?
Sige, sige, par.
So, me ma'am,
Mr. Tubio.
on the basis
On the basis of the offered findings and conclusions, we the researchers have developed
following recommendations. First is factors affecting students' choice of education as a major should be conducted. And second is the different stakeholders in education should see the importance of matching jobs to ensure learning. Because the relation result of the study shows that there is a higher possibility and therefore indicates that the values education has a high level extent to the program. That's all, ma'am.
You were talking about recommendations, but Father Nicoy was asking about the implication. Father?
Yes.
Ah,
Implications to guidance
Because
and
that is your
counseling.
title.
sorry.
The
That is
implication.
very
We
important.
have implied that there is a significant relationship between the two.
Huh?
Sige, there is a significant between relationship of the two values. Sige.
To the study.
Sige, go, par.
So, anybody from the group? It's almost
Miss Balanay, ma'am.
Anybody who can answer that?
Yes, ma'am, Miss Balanay, ma'am. Okay, so,
Miss Digit, are you around?
Uy, wala ka na kuan.
Dali istorya ba?
Sir Prince,
Miss Balanay, ma'am.
who can answer?
Yes, ma'am. So,
The question of Father.
okay, ma'am. So, for me, based on our research study, ma'am, the values education and guidance and counseling program, they have the relationship, they have the connection between for the both of them, ma'am. And we based on the findings, ma'am, we can see that there are learners who experience those programs regarding those guidance and counseling program. As we see in each table, we can find there the other programs relating to guidance and counseling, as well as the values education and it's the subject itself, ma'am. And we can see that they are really connected to each other, the values education and the guidance and counseling program. That's all, ma'am. Thank you. That's all, sir.
Up there, the values. What is the significant relationship? On what page?
Huh?
Do you have the summary?
Summary? What's up?
Summary.
Yes, ma'am. You were asking for...
What is the significant relationship? That is your last part, no? Last part. Oh, that's your last question.
Page.
Page, what page?
What page?
What page and what table?
significant relationship between the values. Hala. Agatin mo to, Bob.
Summary of findings.
That's page 47, ma'am. Uy, tugan-ugan
Page 47.
Table 22, ma'am.
Okay, so you have table 22. So what is the correlation here?
What is that? Correlation?
Positive slight correlation.
There has to be variables in the implication from values education and guidance and counseling. You should have variables and then focus on those variables, then make a questionnaires for that.
Kani?
Okay. Okay, so I think it's already time, Father. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or it's already 2:33. Uh, so just the same, please give your more comments and suggestions to improve their work. I know that you have many bright ideas to improve the work of Miss Castellon's group. And thank you very much, Father, for your bright ideas in improving this research work of theirs. They are from Sikihor. Most of them are from Sikihor. So the respondents are from, most of them are from Sikihor. How many of you are from Sikihor? All of you?
3, ma'am.
3, ma'am.
Three, ma'am. Okay. So, thank you, group. This is group 10 for your time, and Ma'am B. Guzman for your bright ideas in advising this group. Thank you very much, and I hope that they can finish in revising their research output, because they will be the incoming fourth year, and the enrollment for the fourth year is August 1 according to the dean. So thank you very much. Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you,
God
Father.
bless
God
you.
bless
Thank
you
you, Ma'am
all.
Dulce.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
God bless.
Salamat, ma'am. Thank you.